Yo, what up? It's AaroniMoses in this bright ass sun, so you know I gotta keep my shades on. And this video is about what you can change if everything that you're doing to better yourself fails. Smoking a little sage, to get rid of this evil and negativity that's been circulating in my blood lately. But if everything that you're doing to better yourself fails, there's a reason for that. When you guys know I've tried hella things, getting jobs, going to school. I've been to school like 3 or 4 times. Trying to learn trades, trying to go to Job Corps, trying to move to different states. I put in a fair amount of energy and time and thought into bettering my life, getting degrees, getting certifications, getting fucking my own crib, getting my own car, getting a good circle of friends, getting my music and my YouTube off the ground. But for a minute, honestly, everything I was doing just phenomenally fucking failed. Me staying on everything, getting up every day at the fucking right time, making my appointments, doing everything, and it just felt like God or the universe just didn't want me to do what I was trying to do. And a lot of people feel like that, and it's not like they're putting any effort. It's not like they're being self-destructive and their shit's just failing. Maybe they think it's karma. Maybe they think it's a sign that this is not what they're supposed to be doing. But it's definitely a reason for that. While I don't know your particular reason, I'm going to give you a couple things for you to maybe consider and think about if this is your situation. Firstly, what I would like you to think about is, what's up with your purpose? Are you taking care of it? Is your purpose dying? Is your purpose surviving? What's going on with it? And a lot of people, they have jobs in their careers that are not particularly expressing their purpose in the best way that it can be expressed. Now, if your purpose is to give back and to donate millions of dollars to charity and to help people, and you become a doctor, your purpose is not helping people in the medical field. Your purpose is, humbling yourself by not having shit, giving all your money away, helping little kids in India. But a lot of people just don't give a fuck about their purpose. If your purpose is making music or doing something that's totally unrelated from your work, then you still need to focus on whatever that is that's gonna make you the best person that you can be. I read somewhere that you can have all the money in the world, you can have all the degrees in the world, but if you're not on your purpose, if you're not exercising your personal reason to be here, then you're still a fucking loser. Think about that. That could be a reason that you're failing in everything that you do, and everything is just, you just have bad luck every time you try to get your shit together. Next, you have to decide if this is really what you want. Loud ass train. It's probably gonna do it again. That's just distracting the shit out of me. Now, you not having what you want and you not being able to get what you want is a disease, just like addiction, just like a cancer. We'll take the example of addiction. If you're not ready to really get your shit together, it's not gonna work, and you're gonna be in a worse place after you see the shit fall apart. So make sure that this is really what you want. Next, the earth, air, fire, water. Again, like I always spit to you guys, the water is the plan. How was your plan? How are your planning skills? A lot of people pay people to get their plans together. A lot of people have the job and the career of planning other people's fucking lives for them, planning their plan out, getting their shit together on paper before they actually ask you. And next, How is your technology? And when I tried to go to school for the very first time, I fucked it up because my technology was not, it wasn't there. My air wasn't there. I was trying to do things to get money at the same time as going to school at the same time. You know, I didn't have the proper transportation to be able to get to back and forth to school, and just everything, a lot of that, even when I did have all of that, the shit still fell through because it just wasn't right, whatever. Next would be Earth, your energy around you. Do you have the right mind state for it? Do you have the right support system for it? My sage went out, so I'm gonna have to put that in the ground. But those two things are really important. Next, lastly, would be the fire action. Are you taking the proper action? I mean, of course, this is what this video is about. The fact that you are taking the proper action and still everything is falling apart. That's a big ass. I'm still gonna keep it moving on. But are you really, when you really think about it, when you see these obstacles, how do you respond? You know, how is your level of response, your ability to respond? When you see these things are coming to you, when you have those weird ass dreams that you're gonna be, you know, working at McDonald's or doing some dumb shit when you're in school to be a fucking paralegal or whatever the fuck, how do you combat that? Do you let that shit fuck with you? Next, that goes back with the earth. Negative self-talk. Somebody told me that if you have a small grain of self-doubt, if you have a little bit of self-doubt, if you don't think that this feels good and this is what's supposed to be, a little bit, if you have a strong mind, if you can manipulate the energies around you, if you have that little bit of self-doubt, if you have strong willpower, then that could be the little bit of self-doubt that can put everything in the gutter, that can tip the scale on what you're supposed to be doing, and that's where all these unnatural phenomenons for your failure come from. You just having 1 second of self-doubt a lot of the times for some people. Next, the next two are really important. If you watch the video that I made, it's called like Kill Yourself to Live or something like that. Basically, it's talking about not bringing your old ways and your old habits into your new life. If you're trying to do something new, you cannot go into a different situation that's supposed to make you a better you with your old self. As you're gonna have to learn new words, you're gonna have to learn how to interact with certain people in a different way. You know, you can't be the old you in every situation and still try to do something new. If you're a drug dealer, you cannot do certain jobs with the same kind of mentality. If you are a fucking like a gang member and you're trying to be a doctor or some shit, you can't help these people's bodies fight diseases with your gangbang mentality. You have to grow, you have to kill certain aspects of yourself to be able to thrive in whatever way that you're trying to thrive. Next would be identifying your intentions, whether they're good or evil, whether you're trying to become a doctor or a nurse so you can get all the bitches and you don't really give a fuck about helping people. If that's your intentions, but make sure that you're not lying to yourself. Lord Akio Sai from 13 Cosmic Law said that's called being double-minded. If you want to be a doctor or a nurse just so you can get all the bitches and you don't really give a fuck about helping people, tell yourself that. Know that's why you're doing it. If you want to be a doctor or a nurse so you can fucking torture people and open some kind of weird ass hostile thing like in the movie and sell people's body for whatever the fuck. Whether your intentions are good or bad, identify what you really want in the situation, even if it's not your purpose, even if it's evil or whatever the fuck. make sure that you know that's your ether, your clarity. Make sure that you're clear on what you're doing and why you're doing it. Because if you keep lying to yourself, you're gonna have to make more adjustments that are unnecessary. So I mean, those are the things that I identified in myself and my plans and all the times I tried to go to school and better myself and find jobs and do shit like that. I had to make the proper adjustments. I had to quit something or gain some fucking new healthy habit. I had to be real with myself and my intentions. I had to do all of these things. I had to take care of my purpose. I had to make sure that I was keeping the YouTube and the music shit balanced, make sure that all my people were still good and in check, and make sure that everything was still cool and balanced and shit. All the rest of those, let me know what you think. Comment, subscribe. Subscribing really helps me make more of these videos. It inspires me. All the comments, all the likes and shit. But yeah, give me some feedback. Let me know if you guys want me to make that video on the 10-20 ways to deal with depression, if you like. But that's it. Yes, AaroniMoses. Peace.